Cerco l'estate tutto l'anno e all'improvviso, eccola qua.
You know, casual, this is my home. I want you guys to come in and to see what I do because I love to cook at home too. And for example, today I have a friend of mine and his brother went to fish in Alaska. So I do have two beautiful pieces. He didn't give me the whole fish, but he gave me like a really two beautiful, nice bit, you know, to try the fish. I had some things already in my refrigerator, some garniture, and we're gonna make sure that we're gonna make that with some vegetables. I'm still deciding if I'm gonna put some couscous on it or not. So see, we in the real world. I had some mushrooms, and I definitely can use that, and we will make sure that this is in the garniture. I had some heirlooms. I had some asparagus, some heirlooms, carrots, and broccoli. That's a very Italian home here. And we're gonna cook those. I'm gonna steam those, and then we're gonna make that together. We're gonna put together with some acidity, some lemon, some white wine, some extra virgin garlic, some little onions. I had one piece of onion. You see, it's not even whole. I wanted to show you guys how to peel an onion. But you know, like in my case, sometimes many people live by themselves. So I take a piece, I take another. It's too white, it's beautiful. It's not slimy, so I'm gonna use it. But so I'm gonna show you how to cook that. My parsley, it probably, I think it's like 2 or 3 days in my refrigerator, so it doesn't look like the freshest. But that is nothing yellow or anything. So I'm just gonna chop these. As you see, I have I have one cutting board. I put another one over because it will get green, and I'm not gonna have time in front of my phone to go and clean. And I'm a little bit OCD. I would not cut anything over that. And I'm gonna be cutting protein in the big one, my big one, white over here. So to do the parsley, let's do that really quick. I do not use the stem. The stems are, you know, they're hard. You want the garniture to be delicate, to be able to blend in with your food. And what we do it, so like, you know how good it is the chef, how good is the food, even how expensive is the food that you're eating by the way it's cut. You know, by the time that your cook, your chef, and in this case you, will take, you know, to make sure that things are cut in right. So you don't want any stems. You just want the leaves. You just put it here. I'm not gonna need much now, guys, because I'm doing, like, I read it right now. I'm gonna do one order for you guys to look. But whatever I have here, it would be good for 3. We can do 3 portions with the vegetable that I have here. I am gonna actually type, so tonight you guys actually can see that on my website, and you can download and do it. This is actually truly a last minute thing. But since I have to do it and I'm home by myself, I decided to, and I'm trying because it is one of my first episodes. So I'm just gonna do that in front of the camera for you guys, and I have a feeling, and I feel how you guys feel with me, because I know my accent sometimes can be hard, and I want to make sure that you guys understand me. Okay, so all right, this is only leaves, the stems and the bad leaves are coming with me. I do have a trash. Every time you're cooking, make sure you guys have a big trash can next to you, because it does create a lot of trash, and you want to make sure that you keep your surface and your kitchen clean, right? So I'm not gonna roughly chop that. I'm gonna chop that thin, but obviously the only way to get to that is starting roughly. We will do that, and then you open, right? That you open, and every time it spreads too much, you put it together again, you know, that's what it's gonna create that smaller, you know, haché. We call haché in French, like it's a really chopped, finely chopped parsley. So you have that. What I do, so I don't have to go to my sink all the time and I give my back to you, bear with me, I'm just figuring this out. So we have our parsley here. Most of the things there, I actually clean up and I put out of their bags so we can have it. What I'm gonna show you guys now, it's gonna be, I do not want to slice. Let me finish this. Yes, I think this one is beautiful. It's more than enough. We're gonna put in one of my, I do have a bunch of small bowls. Hopefully you guys are gonna be, you know, able to see it. I think I wanted to see how that comes, because if you're not, I'm gonna start you by a see-through, like a glass bowls, which, you know, I feel more comfortable with the ones that we actually usually use. But yeah, we will do whatever it takes to make you comfortable in your house when you watch me. The whole point is to make sure that you guys actually enjoy those recipes, that you guys learn, that you guys actually can make a home, and then you actually learn. See, so this, it's your parsley right there. I have some chopped parsley already. This is good. I don't need to wash that. I'm just gonna do that for you real quick. And what I do, I'm keeping a wet rag here so I don't have to go wash it unless even we're going to protein. So what we're gonna do here, I wanted to do this with when you get a mushroom, you just do like, you move right, you move left, or south, and north, and that's it. You don't use the stems. It looks pretty, but it's actually harder than the caps. And it makes no really sense, and it makes it looks a little bit too rough. You know, it's too much of okay, here it's too much of the word. It just doesn't come to my mind right now. Yes, I think I'm gonna put some music and maybe get some wine. So here, oh yes, okay. So I think this is even too much, but I wanted to show you. So stems them out. I do not want to slice that because I want to be able to see it. We're gonna actually caramelize that. Everything else is gonna be steamed, and it's gonna go into this little brodo, a little broth. Brodo, we say in Italian. That the fish is gonna be pan-seared, gonna get a beautiful golden color. Gonna go in the oven, finish the cooking, and then the seared part's gonna go on top, and then the mushroom is gonna be caramelized with butter, and butter always. And but I wanted to see it, you know. I don't want to just to get in there, so I'm just gonna quarter my caps just this way. It's gonna be really pretty. Let me get this here, and let me do all of them. And I'm gonna try. I think you might be able. I tilted a little bit the phone because obviously as long as you can hear me, I couldn't actually make the mic. But the most important thing that you guys see and understand what's going on here. Yes. Oh, there we go. That is. Yeah. I'm not gonna use nearly what I'm cutting right now. It is just to make you guys learn by repetition. That's what we say when you're in the cooking school. You repeat, you keep doing. One day you just do it, you know, without not even thinking anymore. And that's when you're good enough to go and cook on your own. See, so those are my quarter, you know, my quartered mushrooms, and they look beautiful. We're gonna clean up this. I am gonna chop some onions. Just to have it. I'm not gonna use really a little. I'm not even sure, but I wanted to. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do right here. Got this before. It's like so that's what you do. I wish I have to have some camera with me little by little, and some episodes I'm gonna try to do more professional. I have like 2 or 3 cameras on me, so you guys actually can see, you know, closer. But believe me, when you go to my website, it's Carla's Kitchen USA, carlaskitchenusa.com. You have plenty, you know, recipe to download and go step by step. Because this is the first time that I am actually doing this by myself. I think I need So yeah, I'm gonna have a glass of wine while I have my halibut right in front of me here. Right in front of me here. Right in front of me. Right here. That's it. Bear with me. I'm gonna have to Meanwhile, I think this will loose it up a little bit. Yes, we're gonna have this. That's for you. So this is very good. This is something I'm more because I do not carry the most of So here we go. So we have, they both will have a skin. So let me explain something to you. This is it is a semi-fat a fish, right? Halibut, the Chilean sea bass, the grouper, those, you know, like things like mahi-mahi, swordfish, and tuna, they are already the fat. It's like you might as well have a steak, it's the same thing. Those are semi-fat. But so the fat fish and the semi-fat, you should not eat with the skin. The skin is too thick, so once it hits the pan, it will curd. It will curd your piece of fish as well. But however, there is a little trick when you're gonna cook. So here, this is a fillet. So here, you loosen it up. Once you loosen it up like that, you put your blade, because the skin, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. The skin is so attached, you know, and thick. That's not a problem. So you put it over here, and let me try to do this for the camera. And we just turn our blade up, and you just cut it this way, forcing towards this skin. And yeah, we have a little piece here. It is here, so you didn't lose any flesh. What happened is, usually the piece of fish that you cut, when you actually portioning, we try to make sure that they look even, obviously, but I am somebody that I little, to me, like for a big guy, maybe this is a portion, to me this is too, but when you actually want to have like literally have like a good reason, you know, in a good calculation of this. Let me see. So you should have, you can, you know, we need to put a little plastic here, and you can actually, you know, scale. You use a scale, you use a plastic. So you should cut 6 ounces for your lunch, and about 8 to 9 ounces for dinner. I am gonna just cut this in half for me, make sure that they look more or less the same. So that the portions, and then when you will actually portion and then you actually put on the plate, when you plate the dish, it will look even. Let's take it off this thing as well. So what do? We loose the skin a little bit. Once we loose, we get the fish fillet knife on that, and the blade go towards the skin. And like that, we don't lose flesh. Yay! And it's out. Here we are. So see, with the 2 pieces that he gave me, it's a little bit smaller, but you know, it doesn't look that uneven. With the 2 little pieces he gave me, we have 4 portions. Okay, and hopefully, if you have like 2 big guys and 2 small girls, you know, we know more or less who. Cheers. Who are we gonna give what? So now that I have all these heat light out, let me try to put it. I'm gonna have to bring you guys. I'm gonna bring the phone this way so I can be in my stove. And what we're gonna do right now, I already have some water that I am gonna steam my vegetables. I'm gonna put some ice. I need ice here. Ice, we're gonna do ice bath. So it is not ice with a little bit of water. It is a lot of ice, and you put a lot of water, and you should have like this ice cold water where I am going to boil my vegetables. You can use the same water if you do it in that, because for example, we have heirlooms, carrots. They take a while, and you have the dark one. So we're gonna do the greens first, because in like 2-3 minutes, we take it off, we put in the ice, we leave it right here, and then we put the carrots, but they take a little bit more time. In another, you know, we'll get a little sauté pan. Let's get it. We have this one, and then we're gonna do a mushroom. If I'll do right here, so perhaps you guys can see that. So bear with me. I'm gonna just move this camera. How about if I leave the frame so I don't need to leave the yeah, I think I can do that. I'm gonna leave the frame real quick. So I just move it and I just appear right there. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of tough to do it live. Let me see. Oh, here, I think it's looking pretty cool, pretty great. Yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can include it in that. And if it is, yes, we're perfect. We have it. We have it. So I have water here. So we put a 3/4. You know, always leave a 1/4. You know, never. I wish I can be. I should have 2 phones maybe. It's 3/4 of water. Whatever is the size. You see that this is like a mini. It's a saucepan. So it's a mini. A stock pot. It's small. It's about for 5/4. You know. Like 2 gallons you can fit here, and you put 3/4 of water. I am going to add some salt. We want this really salty, like the seawater. You can do this. If you're not feeling the salt, that's not good enough because the vegetables are as good as in seasoning. So once you wash, we're gonna shock them in an ice water, in an ice bath. So once you do that, it wash away all the salt. So it's good that they are seasoned the inside. I think this is good. We're fine. We're good there. I think I need a dry rag. Let's do this. So I have the water here. Let's make some mushrooms, right? Before we go to the fish. So I'll do the mushrooms here. So, oh my God, I have Alexa talking to me. Alexa, stop. Okay, we made Alexa shut up. So I'm gonna leave this really low here, and I need a little piece of butter. Let me go to my refrigerator. Not leaving you right here. I try not to have much butter with me because the only thing that's gonna actually get a knob of butter is gonna be your mushroom. Okay, they're just to give the color, to give a better taste. It actually brings up the mushroom taste. The mushroom is gonna be put it on the brodo. At the very end, I'm not gonna, and everything else is gonna be done with the extra virgin olive oil, so you guys are fine. I am gonna get a sizzle platter so you guys can see how I'm gonna set up. Hold on. Yeah, so you guys can see me seasoning the fish. It's very important. We're gonna do white pepper, okay? White food, white pepper. What happens is usually we don't do that when it comes to chicken because obviously most of the people ask. I do think too that the black pepper tastes better, but I do think that that's the French way to teach us because what it does, it looks like somebody ashed it, you know, on your food. If the food is white, you should use white pepper. To me, it tastes almost like it. But when it comes to chicken, you can kind of take, or you can kind of pick. If you wanted the chicken to taste a little bit bolder, you use the black pepper, even if you're gonna see it. If you're not, you do use the white. When you want something, you know, any dish with chicken, it needs to present and feel and taste more delicate. When it comes to fish, we stick with the white, okay? Because it is just the black overwhelms. It looks dirty, it looks sloppy, and there's no really why to do it. It is just wrong, okay? Now, I don't want to be nasty right now, but here we go. So, yes, so we have already some, show you guys it, yeah. We have already some broccoli in here, and I put some, that's asparagus. I put my asparagus there. Asparagus usually with a very, with a rolling, boiling, salty, very salty water, you know, sea salty water. It tastes like the sea. So good. You leave about 3 to 4 minutes, okay? We're not a Chinese cuisine, so you want to cook through. So my mushroom, see? I put a little bit of a corn oil or vegetable oil. I like corn. and I think that it doesn't change the taste. It actually enhances. You guys hearing that in the back because I do have my grandson who's Sunday. So I wanted to have to wear. Okay, so now it is started to get golden, see, and I actually absorb all the oil. I have salt and black pepper here. We will put a little knobs of butter and then let that increase. Medium high flame, let it go. Let's take it off all asparagus. As you see, it's easy. It's easy because it's going to be on the ice. So I'm going to lower a little bit. I don't want to be rolling water. It's not, you know. And I'm going to leave my carrots. Carrots will take a little while. See, the minute you put the butter, that's why even if I have broiled, I don't use much butter in my food. Now some things, it is just a technique. The butter will caramelize. Look at the color. Look at the difference. And it's going to be golden and delicious. It's beefy. It's meaty. You would think that something so simple can be so good. Oh my God. It's delicious. So this here is already done. I'm just going to set aside. These are, I'm going to heat it right at the end and then put on top of the fish, on top of the brodo, which is a broth in Italian. On top of the brodo, and then we're going to have this sizzling golden fish. We're going to put the mushroom on top. Under, you're going to have this stock, this broth, this rich broth with the vegetables. It's going to be just right, really well seasoned, so you have like the right taste. And yeah, it's going to look beautiful. Let's see. Okay guys, I am going to turn off this now. Okay. Yay. Can you hear me now? Yes. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Cheers again. And so we girls like cooking, drinking, and be happy. Okay, I am gonna season my fish. I'm gonna finish this and then come back for the fish. Okay? Don't leave me. Stay right there. And then we're gonna come and we're gonna sear the fish. I'm gonna put my oven on and I'm gonna come back with my oven. It's piping hot. The oven is supposed to be 400. A lot of people say 375. It's not hot enough. You want one of the, it's already hot. You don't want a 425 because it's gonna dry your fish really quick. But I wanna put only for 4 minutes in the 400, preheated. I'm gonna preheat it right now. And I come back to you. That's a long video. So I know it needs to be at least 20 minutes video so I can show you guys everything. On and off is easier. I need to learn that. I will figure out the reels. Yes, bear with me. Carla's Kitchen. The easier satch. This one right now, I'm going to take it off actually from the oven. From the flame. I don't want enough. I want the extra virgin olive oil. If it gets too hot, it goes to the smoke point and I might get burned. But I can do enough because I'm gonna do an emotion. The sauce itself is gonna be an emotion. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get like in this case 3 cloves of garlic. And usually if you think large, you can have only 2. Okay, I am gonna need mine. So we're gonna leave here, and then we're gonna start to put it in a very low flame to infuse, and then get the taste of the garlic there. I'm gonna take this off before we start to do the sauce. Here, we actually gonna get the flame up, as you see. Is a medium-high flame. Is a no-stick pan. I like Kaufland is actually, they're not my sponsor or anything. It is just like it's a really good no stick. We don't have Teflon, we don't have anything like that. It's not bad for your health, and it's heavy enough that actually keeps the heat and actually cooks very well. So I will use instead. You could use vegetable oil. You could use. Don't use the grape, it's just too liquid. It just doesn't do the same thing. So I will do the vegetable oil, we do the corn oil. In Italy, we use the regular olive oil, Okay, so because the difference between the regular olive oil, the extra virgin has to be squeezed in the first hour while the olive oil is actually taken out of the tree, and that's what it makes extra virgin. And the smoke point is 255, so you don't use to sear it or fry anything, because you know, obviously for the obvious reason it's gonna get burned. And anything like we put a net around the tree, so that with my uncle, and all the olives come down, and whatever came down before that hour, then the ones that we pick, we make the extra virgin. The ones already on the floor, we pick it up, we squeeze, and it becomes the regular olive oil. This has the same smoke point, the same smoke point of any cooking oil, any fry oil, okay? If you see that it starts smoking, it's too hot. So you take it, do like this. I don't want it hot. I don't want to burn the oil. So now we're gonna put a very little oil, because obviously, you know, this pan holds it pretty well. But you want a little oil because it makes caramelize. So you don't want it anything. If it is too hot, there's no oil. What it's gonna do like a burnt rind around your fish. You don't want that. Fish with I already seasoned with salt and white pepper. So that's the thing. See here, you can see what the skin was taken off, because you have those nice and beige, almost brownish, you know, parts. This is the flesh part. So if you have the skin is your presentation. So the skin goes on the hot fry pan first. And whatever goes first is your presentation, because that's the golden part. If you don't have the skin, the flesh goes in the pan first. It is, and that's gonna be your presentation. And I'm sorry, I'm looking for a rag here because before I get burned. So that's what it is. That's your flesh. Not being afraid. Very important. More you're afraid of the heat, more you start moving around, usually you get burned. Your flesh first. This is a big, I have like a 12 inches, so I can do up to 4. Not more than 4. Up to 4 pieces of fish. That's the flesh. First, so this is a global one. This is my fish spatula. You guys gonna hear my voice a little from the back. I need to put the mesa. So once it's really hot, you can actually lower a little bit, so we can caramelize without burning. And what you do a little squeeze. You see that's flexible, right? That's what the fish spatula. That's not a hamburger spatula. It's flexible. So what you do is do this to make sure your fish stays flat. You want it is flat. If it was the steam for the fat skin here, it would be curling right now. So we're just gonna let that thing get hotter. I'm gonna get a little bit hotter here, and I'm gonna make this broth. Lemon. I didn't squeeze the lemon juice. You can do like I'm gonna do right now, but I do have a wine. The white wine we had it, you're gonna do right there. And that's what I'm going to squeeze the lemon juice. And I'm gonna need 8 fork. Small fork. Squeeze the lemon juice when we need to. I want you guys to see this. Try to put this together. Okay. We're gonna get that thing. Well, let's take it off this garlic, guys, shall we? Let's see, we're gonna put it here, 1 or 2. And a little golden color. I need the taste. Garlic is out. The house will smell completely like garlic. Like there is no tomorrow. Put a vegetable in there. want a little bit of a chopped onion. I'm gonna put that. Here I can do it. The black pepper, because it tastes awesome. A little salt, a little lemon. Ooh, like that. You don't need all that lemon. It's just a little bit to give some acidity and to poke a little bit. And yay. And yay. Yeah, the reason I have this framing here, guys, is just so I don't find the lemon seeds in my food. That's all. Not like nothing that good stuff. Yay. A little wine, a little lemon, a little garlic, a little onion, and da-da-da-da. A little butter. Here you have a brodo. Who's there? Wow. Let me see meanwhile my fish looks like, oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at the color of this, guys. Look at this. I want it to look because, okay guys, I am back. The fish is in the oven. Let's start it to plate this, right? I want to plate here, here. I'm gonna make it pretty. We're going to make it really pretty. Yay. Opa. Wow. Yay. So okay. This is looking interesting. Amazing. I am sorry. So my vegetables is already here before I get my fish. So I will finish cooking my brodo. Let it reduce a little bit. It's delicious. So what I'm gonna do, the onions is there, very beautiful, but I do not want the onions on my plate, right? Don't want to see it. We want to taste everything, but we want something clean, beautiful, clean, and that's what we do. Little brodo is there, so you have a little broth. It's not a sauce because it's more like to the liquid side. Okay, it needs to be a little more liquid. I am going to put the fish, and then I will show you there. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I think I am gonna have to come back a little bit, and I'm gonna put it right there. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna come up with the best dishes tomorrow, and I'll wait a little bit because I'm gonna show you the fish. And we're gonna have this food, the beautiful food of Italy, of France, of Japan, of Brazil, of Portugal. All the food is, I love food and I love you. So I wanted to teach you everything I know, and I wish you could try this. But you can try this home. I am going to be typing this tonight. You're gonna have that on my website, carlaskitchenusa.com. Good. Have a great night. Delicious. Mwah. Bye-bye.